Right, I did see the making of an army as we were underway here, so I don't know. Yeah, it looks like he went south, so let's... I'm assuming he's gonna hit Askar. Yep, there he is. Perfect timing. It's a 1,200. Dude, we just killed 1,400. We just killed that. Wow, these guys are insane, man. This has got to be the worst one. We've been destroying armies from up here, here, and again right here. I don't think we hit any in this midsection, but we've been hitting armies this entire time. That's so crazy that they can field so many. Anyways, let's get to work. We got to take this one out. All right, we had a pretty good battle. This is the second half. We troops got bugged out in the water, but we lost about 60 on the first one and then 6 on the second one. So less than 100 to wipe out 1,400, and we'll get 12 of them back anyways. So for sure, we're gonna drop people off again. See how many are even left here. I feel like they're all getting out though, because we just dumped a bunch. Yeah, there's not that many in here. And this is all from the stuff that we just dropped. So yeah, it looks like they're escaping really fast, which is unfortunate. That's probably why we're having to fight them so many times. But then they're coming back with elite troops, and I don't know where they're getting them from. It doesn't seem like they're coming from the garrisons, because these garrisons are still fully staffed when we go attack. So interesting. I don't know. Got some Tailworlds math going on here. But, oh, and then this guy stole another fief. Body Hall is being sieged. We're just going to let it go. We need to take this. So we'll go there and take it back. Actually, I changed my mind. It's only 400 troops, so it's going to take them a long time to set up their siege camp. I think we'll be able to get there in time. So we'll swat them down. Also, I think we dropped some prisoners off here. I don't want them to get out, so that's another consideration. All right, we won that one with 10 losses. Here you go, dropping prisoners off again. I think that's all we do this campaign. And then they get out. You know what I should have done? I should have planned my build better. This is not a very good build for World Conquest. And I know I said it at the beginning, like I wanted to do something a little bit more fun with the fighting, but once you get this deep, it's like you don't want to fight anymore. You just want it to be over. I really should have done these two so we can hold prisoners, and then we don't have to fight them 25 times. That would have been, I think, the smart call. Because I could have easily done these two just with a couple points, and then maybe not worry about maxing these out. I don't know. So it's crazy. We're at level 44 though. That's probably one of the highest I've been at, anyways. And I usually finish my World Conquest in 16 years, something like that. I think we're close to double that in this one. So there you go. Not efficient, but we'll get it done. So here we go. Let's start the siege again. See if we can take it this time. All right, we got it at the cost of 70 people, which is insane. They had a lot of heavy infantry. These guys, the veteran infantry. So we probably should be swapping some of these people out. So I'm going to get rid of the archers. We don't need them anymore. And hopefully we'll recruit these guys even faster. Go, another one down. How many more left? All right, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we still have not taken Zionica. So 4, and I'm really hoping they're running out of steam, but I have a feeling they're going to throw another 2,000 man army at us here soon, but let's see. We can recruit a few more people as well. Let's do that and cut some of these small groups loose so they can go feed, I guess, but it is what it is. Go feed my little ones. Yep, here they go. They're coming up here to feed. Oh boy. Well, you know what? We can catch some of the small guys too. We'll help them out. No losses. And we helped one of our buddies out. But more importantly, we took somebody off the battlefield. So I think there was 2 nobles in there. Let's go ahead and siege Sanala. This is one of the big ones. This is technically their capital. 21,000 prosperity. Wow. Yeah, no wonder they have 977 militia, so no surprise there because of the high prosperity. What does this actually look like? I wouldn't even mind starving these guys out, but the problem is I don't think starvation works anymore because I've been trying it. Either it doesn't work at all, or some towns where it does work, it's like a very small amount. It doesn't really do much. You'll starve like 10 people a day or something, so I don't know if it works. All right, Buddy Hall is being sieged. Damn it, man. I think we back out. That's such a big fief to take on, this one, Sanala. So I might, yeah, I don't want him to go run rampage, Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't want him to take a bunch of stuff back here while we're over there trying to put in some work. How many troops? Dude, how? They have 1,400 troops. Bro, how do you have so many troops? You have nothing left. You have nothing left. There's nothing to pull from. I don't get it, man. I don't understand. I really don't get it. All right, we are faster than this guy, oddly enough.
What do you want?
Yeah, I don't get it, man. That is so BS and strange. I just don't understand. All right, we haven't covered a full battle in a while, and I have a feeling this is going to be one of the last ones, although I'm probably sorely mistaken, and they're just going to keep doing this over and over, even with nothing to pull from. Yeah, these are bad guys. All right, I pulled that shot because I wasn't sure if these were ours, but they're definitely not ours. Anyways, let's pull these guys off. They're going to spawn behind us, man. Yeah, when the AI goes to the edge of the map, that just means they're going to spawn behind, so we'll have to be ready for that. Or just cheese the respawn and just back out and come back in. We'll see. I haven't decided yet, but let's get our cav. I'm going to try and use my cav a little bit more offensively here. So first we need to get them out of their defensive position by hitting them with all these arrows. So let's get a little closer. Get some better accurate shots on these guys. Okay, looks like they're coming off their line. Let's get our cav on the wings and ready to flank. As soon as that group of melee troops leave, then we will send them in. We do have to worry about these guys back here. Yeah, we're not really paying attention to them too much. Alright, anyways, let's focus up here. Let's give our cav a little breathing room, maybe back them up a little. No, we're at the edge of the map. Alright, so I don't know what they're doing. Supposedly, oh, okay. They spawned on us again. So let's rotate. And then let's get our cav up the hill. These guys should be able to clean whatever infantry left here, and then we're going to rotate them back. Let's have our archers hold their fire here. Yeah, look at that. They're on us already. They're on us. They spawned right here. If they keep pursuing, we need to go into line formation so we can fight melee. Yeah, they're killing some people, unfortunately. I can't... They're too fast because we back up walking backwards, which is not a good thing, but that's what the AI does. You can't avoid it. But anyways, we'll deal with that. Alright, let's... Square formation. Let's get our infantry into a little bit better spot here if we can. How are we doing back here? Alright, we dealt with everything that was thrown at us. Let's go ahead and unfurl. Probably need to start shooting at these guys again. Let's take out whatever cav we can. There we go. We're getting some good hits. And we're just going to hold with our infantry. I think that's acceptable right now. I'm going to get our cav in the back. Still haven't really been able to use them. There's not been a good spot. Let's also lengthen our archer line here so we can get more coverage. Just behind. No, that's not what I told you to do. Just spread your line out. There you go. That's better. Alright. Now we're going to send our cav in on a flank on these archers. Hopefully. If they cooperate. Let's go back to the shield. So we're getting targeted here. Alright, here come the cav. And then let's go ahead and have our square start pushing their infantry back. And then our... What are our cav doing? Bro, charge! What are you doing? Okay, they're going... I don't know. They were just standing there for a minute. I don't know what they were doing. They're gonna get destroyed for sure. Yeah, they just spawned infantry, so that's not good. But whatever. They're just standing there doing nothing, so I guess it's better to go feed than to sit there and do nothing. Like, if I'm not flanking unprotected archers, what else can I do with cav? Like, they just sit there and do nothing. And they're not effective against unprotected archers. Well, it doesn't help that the AI just spawns out of thin air, so that doesn't help. But even so, we should be able to deal with these archers, I think. Let's try it one more time. Yep, they They've already lost 30 troops. Probably didn't kill a single unit yet. And here comes another reinforcement wave. There we go. Whatever, just send them to their death. I honestly couldn't care less about Cav in this game. It's just, they're so useless, man. Completely useless. At least we'll get some reinforcements when they die. We'll actually have something we can use. Let's get our guys back so they're not super overextended. How are we doing? 800 to 50 is, it's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. A lot of those deaths are probably Cav, so that I don't mind too much. Yeah. Alright, there, yeah, looks like they have a lot of low tier now, so they're down to their last. So we can jump in and help. Those are friendly. What are we even getting hit by? I thought those were friendly at first, but they are definitely not. Okay, this looks pretty good. I think they're getting another reinforcement wave. And a lot of their troops are running. So I think they're at the end of the rope. I'm going to go ahead and edit the rest of this out. Hopefully that was kind of interesting. Still a little frustrating with the weird reinforcement mechanics. That's why I really like that mod that lets you increase the unit cap for the battle. I think that's probably one of my favorite mods, but this is a light mod run for the World Conquest, so just cute quality of life stuff. That would definitely change the way the fights work. Anyways, let me clean this up. So total in the end was 61 losses. That's actually not that bad. And yeah, we're taking a lot of mercenaries. So no wonder they just went and hired a bunch of mercenaries. That's what this is. I usually execute mercenaries so that we don't have to deal with this, but yeah, this is going to be... We'll keep this one no execution. All right, that's the army, but we still have to take the castle back. So let's go dump all these nobles because there's going to be a lot in here. Let's dump these guys. Yep. There we go. And there's only 13 or 12, there's only 12 in here left, which means all the people that we had here like maybe a week ago, they've all escaped. So crazy how fast that happens. All right, is there anybody else we can get rid of? Not really, I think we're good. Let's just keep going. Take this back, we'll fight another 2 or 3 stacks of 1500 and then hopefully we'll be able to do something else besides just retake stuff that they're taking. Got them. Got a couple nobles with it. And they should be, yep, they should be in the dungeon, which they are. All right, what else can we do here? So we do want to take Sonala, but man, that's a big town. That is a very big town. I think we have to. I don't know that we're going to be much stronger than this at nearly 2,400 troops. So I think we'll just go like this. Well, good news, we have a bunch of them trapped in here. Bad news, we have a bunch of them trapped in here. So they can't form an army if they're stuck in a town, but this is going to be a very costly battle. So we'll see what happens. Kind of an interesting situation. So every time we load up on one side or the other, they move troops from one side to the other, but because this game doesn't know how to do pathing properly, they just go outside. They take the shortest path instead of taking an interior route. So really, really stupid on their part. So we're just going to keep shifting left and right. If they want to keep doing that, that's fine. You know, we'll just blast them when they come out. And then all we do is we come back here. So we'll come back to this side. As long as we have enough cover for the archers. Yeah, see, look, here they come again. Get in there, blast them. And then this should allow us to whittle down their numbers. They're obviously going to have reinforcements. We'll have to do this back and forth several times, but we can do it. We just keep jumping back and forth. We're at 200 kills with 8 losses. That's pretty reasonable. Here we go. Yeah, they don't even try and defend themselves. Like they do once you start hitting from the front, but they walk backwards like this. This is so stupid. Anyways, let me finish this up. I'm gonna grind this out a bit. Alright, it's time to go in. We went back and forth a couple times. We've got just about 800 kills, 37 deaths. That's a very good ratio for this type of battle. Let's load up our archers on this left side, since that's where most of fighting is going to be taking place now. So hopefully we can take control of these. And then we're sending our infantry in. Oh boy. Right, we got to preserve our HP here. Alright, they're still trying to do that rotation thing. They're attacking. Wow, I've never seen that. They're not just moving, they're like actually trying to attack our archers. So get these guys in line formation so they can actually defend themselves. Alright, we'll give our melee infantry the charge command so that we don't... I can't command them manually right now. So we'll at least get them doing something useful. Alright, yeah, I don't know what that was about. Very odd. I've never seen the AI sally out like that before. So I'm wondering if they just had a weird path that dragged them across our archer line. Or if they did it on purpose. Alright, they're retreating. Let's make sure they pay for it. Yep, that was not cool, you guys. We're almost done with the campaign, so we don't need to protect our archers as crazy as we did in the beginning, because at some point in the near future... what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? No, 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 no! Why are you doing that? Why would you do that? I didn't tell them to go through this hole. Why would they do that? They're all in group 1. They should not be doing this. They're just feeding now. That's so stupid. They're fighting like a 20 versus 120. Like, why would you do... Ah, dude. This game. Alright, our reinforcements are here. They're catching up, but we're gonna lose everything on this side first. Yeah, they're just dead. They're feeding. And we're helping by killing them on accident. Alright, let me finish this off. Alright, we made it in. Our archers are still doing okay. I'm gonna actually send them out here to help. Go. Let's send the archers in here to help as well. Yeah, I can't do that on my own, unfortunately, and I don't want to go down. Wait for some backup. Yeah, we're gonna get shot. Alright, here comes the backup. I'm just gonna send them in to charge. I don't really care at this point. Just get done with this battle. It's been pretty good so far, all things considering. Oh, we're gonna... Yeah, if these axes turn on us, we're toast. What happened to our melee? Where's our infantry? Did they all die? They might have all went down. Let's get out of the streets. I think this is probably not going to go all that well. Come back here and try and secure a spot where we can actually protect ourselves. There we go. Yeah, this is not a good spot for us to fight because I can't even swing my sword. Can't even swing my sword. Alright, here we go. We can make this work. We got access to stones as well. Okay. He just shot it out of our hand. I don't think we can throw it through these slits. It's too small. Okay, how we doing? 136. Yeah, we've lost a lot, but considering what we're up against, I think it's pretty reasonable. Yeah, I think they're starting to flee now. They're on their last legs. This should be it. If I recall, it's about 1,800 troops they had. There's going to be a lot of people left, though. For the keep battle. Yeah, I can't get to him fast enough. Alright, well there you go. We'll guard this for a little bit. Okay, there we go. 108 people got out. Man, we lost 138, but killed 1780. So pretty good. All Alright, we lost one more person, but we got it. So Snall is down. Alright, this is a big one. I'm also kind of curious, do we have decent relations with anybody? So Tariq, we've actually got decent relations with this guy. We could try to recruit him. We haven't done it in a while. Like, there's no votes we need to avoid at this point, so it doesn't really matter. There we go. 100%. We should have another 100%. You can help us with your kinfolk. See, does he own any land? I don't know. He wants 193,000, so probably not. Let's actually bump that up a little bit. We'll give him 1.5 million. We'll also give him a bunch of land. There we go. Let's let him bend the knee first. There we go. Bend that knee. So he'll be set free and hopefully contribute to the cause here. Now, what else? Is there anybody else in here? Brannick. I'm going to look through this real quick, see if there's anybody else we can recruit. I don't see any other rulers in here, so unfortunately, can't do much about it. Let's, we don't really need to heal up, only 200 injured, so let's just keep going. So with Snala down, they're going to be hurting pretty bad. And also they lost another clan. How many clans do they have though? So if we go to Kingdoms, Asarai, they still have a lot of clans, but a lot of these are mercenaries. The regular clans, they have 9. Yeah, they have a lot, so they can still field a lot of armies. Hopefully we can stop them, but I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of hope for that, actually. So here, we got to give this to the new guy, Tariq. There we go. Start him off right. Hopefully he can field something. I just spotted another one of the nobles. He's inside here. Audhan. Can we talk to him? I wonder if we can actually talk to him. No, we'd have to leave and then try and convince him that way. I think we'll just fight it, take him prisoner, and then do the usual. Alright, we got that one. And there's a small army outside, so we gotta tail them, see where they're gonna go. Or maybe we can bait them into attacking this. We're kind of low with health, so we might want to wait a little bit. No, they're running back. And that's actually fine. Yeah, we'll keep funneling everything into our new guy, Tariq. We're gonna work on their last asteroid town. They still have the one in the north from the Empire that they stole from us, but this will be their last home. They still have a castle, but this will be the last town in this area. Right, we got this one, just over 50 losses. Here we go. That's the last asteroid town. We just need to take the one back that's up here. And then we have one more castle to go, and that's it. We're done. Alright, but fingers crossed we don't run into anything too crazy here. Let's go take this. I think they're all going back across the water. It seems like this needs to go to Tariq. Last castle. 800 troops shouldn't be too bad. I think the last place is going to be rough, man. There's going to be a lot of people, I think, in that garrison. Alright, they actually showed up with an army here, which is good. It means they're not attacking us, but let me finish this real quick. Here we go. It fell. We got to do a keep battle. 80 losses. Losses are getting worse because I am carrying less. Just want to get this done. So let's go figure out what these 300 and whatever want to do, and then we'll go across the water. There we go. So let's see if these guys will attack. Nope, I think they're going back home. Yep. Alright, let's go to Kuyas, get our boats. Alright, Tariq, you get another one. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 fiefs now, it's pretty good. Alright, luckily our boats follow us. And let's see how many people are going to be in Zionica. Here we go. Yeah, this is where everybody went. Luckily they're not all in the town. Yeah, only 2 of them actually. Wow. So 1,000 troops, this shouldn't be too bad. Alright, they're down to less than 1,000 troops. I'm tempted to auto-resolve just to get it done, but no, we'll fight it. Here we go, we're sending the boys in. Go our way through. Clear off some of the sides. What in the heck? Alright, let's try and get some flanking attacks. We can clear these guys out. We gotta watch out, man. One hit from one of these guys, we might be dead. I think we've got enough surround. We can just attack now, we should be good. Let's make sure we don't get spawned on back here. Let's go for a flank. Oh, we're stuck on a pot. I was gonna say, why can we not get past this guy? There we go. Nope, there's another pot. Jesus. Some sturdy pottery. Alright, here we go. Be careful not to get hit by one of those big weapons. Alright, here we go. These guys don't defend themselves. At least not the first attack or two. But now they got shields. There goes Sanag. Oh crap, dude. We got hit again in the head. That's so insane how often you get hit in the head. Head and neck. Oh, they just closed us in here. Okay, can we get out? We can get out here at least. Break our way down now. We're getting shot from the side, so that's not going to work. Get our archers up here as well. They can help. What are they doing? Are these getting out? They're just stuck. Alright, we're getting flanked again. So all we can really do now is just throw some javelins at the high tier stuff. A little risky throwing it into your own units, but luckily they're bright orange, so it's kind of easy to tell which one's which. We also don't have any Ferris Vanguards, which are the ones with the shiny helmet. We don't use those troops. There we go. How are we looking? Wow. 500 with only 28 losses. That's pretty good, actually. Let's get the archers in here as well. They should be able to contribute here. Ooh, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. It's the last battle. I don't really care, to be honest. Alright, these guys are just standing there like idiots. Good job, AI. Alright, let's get the archers in here so they can get some shots. Yeah, they still have a lot of ammo left. Another wave. And again, they're just kind of running through. They want to pass to their destination. They don't care about surviving. What are we looking at? 35 deaths, 850 kills. Let's try and catch these guys. Are we gonna have a keep battle? Yeah, we are for sure. There we go. Alright, I think that's it. Yep, that's it. Right now, we should have enough HP for the keep battle. And we're just gonna go in with whatever we got. It's probably Fiends. Yep, Fiends. Now we can let these guys shoot. Actually do a pretty good job. Keep pushing in. Try to keep them from getting shots off. Biggest issue is the people upstairs getting shots off for free. It'd be kind of funny if we died in the last fight. Oh, well there you go. Well, we didn't die, but did go down. Let's finish this off. Oh no. They're stuck. Oh, come on. Please tell me you're gonna do something here. If he runs out of ammo, I hope he charges in. This is so ridiculous. Okay, there you go. The shield's down. Thank God he got the shield. Okay, that's it, I think. We gotta wait till we hear the noise. So we're not taking prisoners because this should be the last one. Okay, here we go. Yep, that's it. That is finally it. So let's get rid of all this. We cut everybody loose, except for our own party. We'll keep them handy for a little bit. Now this was originally ours. Let's see if we even show up on the boat, or if it's just completely screwed now. And also, there we go. That's the last one. Asteroid Sultanate fell in 1113. So we did it autumn of 1113. Starts in 84. That's not even 30 years. That's actually not that bad. I mean, I could have done this way faster if I did the right build. But that's alright. We'll take it. Please give me my fief back. Nope. These bastards. They're just stealing stuff. Even the new guy did show up on the boat. Anyways, let's take a quick look. So we've got enemy kingdoms, they're all dead. Yep, there's nothing left. So Asarai gone, Britannia, Khazate, Northern Empire, Southern. Ours is obviously still alive. Sturgia is gone, Vlandia, and Western. So confirmed, they're all dead. And then if we look at the whole map, yep, diplomacy's empty, perfect. And then look at these greedy pieces of garbage. There's 3 clans with more than we do, and 1 that has the same. So I don't know why these guys were getting all the fiefs, but whatever. Didn't really make that much of a difference. So here we go. That's the World Conquest done. I'm definitely not doing another one of these anytime soon, because that was horrible. And I don't mean that in necessarily a bad way. This is probably what a World Conquest should feel like. It should feel like a grind, should feel like a struggle. Previous World Conquests were pretty easy. You could use a lot more tactics that would speed things up faster. Obviously, my build didn't help as well, but the AI is... It feels like the AI is much stronger now. Like they kind of at least know how to defend their kingdoms a little bit. They also... I don't know if they cheat a lot more because they do get more... It feels like they're able to field more armies. And it didn't seem like they were pulling troops from the garrison. They were just spawning them out of their butt. So, yeah, there's that. But overall, I would say this was a lot tougher than the previous one that I did. So, kudos to them for whatever they did to the AI. It's definitely better. But anyways, I'm tired. I'm going to get some sleep and start working on the editing. So, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next campaign. Take care.